Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the WD Broadcasting Network. Tonight, we are here for the season finale for the Leave the Pack Street Stock Showdown. We've got about 13 cars here tonight going for 50 laps of action. Brandon Elvis in the 54 has locked up the championship. This is his second consecutive Street Stock Showdown championship. He was able to win last season's points championship after 4 victories, including the season finale, which was right here at the Lanier National Speedway. So we'll see what he can do tonight. Currently second on the board. Zach Murphy in the 29, making his qualifying laps. Murphy's been strong recently in the Leave the Pack iRacing League. Last week at Stafford did not have the best of runs, but the week before at USA, he ended up in the 4th spot after qualifying 13th quick. Definitely not the typical speed we're used to seeing out of Murphy. Carter Hollingsworth jumps up to the 4th spot in the 28. One Leave the Pack Street Stock Showdown victory for Hollingsworth. The inaugural race for the series back at Kern County. Kyle Heinzelman completing his qualifying run, brings it up off of turns 3 and 4, and he will stay in that 9th spot with a 14.69. And it looks like qualifying has concluded, everybody finishing up their laps. But Carter Russo, your fast qualifier here tonight, let's see if we can grab him up in the broadcast booth. Carter Russo up in the broadcast booth, you got a copy?
10-4, brother.
Alrighty, well, quick time here tonight, but you and Mark Keedeman are doing a little something here. What's this 50-lap race going to look like at Lanier?
Oh, I don't know. It's the last race of the season. We've been talking about it, and I really didn't give him a choice this week, so we're going to put on a show for the fans, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Carter and Mark will be starting from the rear of tonight's race. Carter qualified quick time. Keedeman qualified 5th, so you guys are going to be shuffled to the back, and you're going to have to work your way forward. What's it going to take here in 50 laps to get to the front at Lanier?
Probably just staying out of the wrecks, and, we're all so close in time, I don't even know if I'll be able to get back up there or not, but a little bit of luck, keeping the nose clean, might be able to get up there.
Alrighty, Carter. Well, congratulations to you on your quick time here tonight. Hopefully you can charge through the field, and hopefully we can talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep. Alrighty, folks. That was Carter Russo, your fast qualifier here tonight. You went a 14.59 to Chris Smith's 14.61. But him and Mark Keedeman will be going to the rear once qualifying wraps up. We got about 10 seconds here. The points are a little close, but Chris Smith, 62 points back, not going to be able to catch up with a drop week. So that will give the championship to to Brandon Elvis. Last season, Elvis won by, ironically enough, won by 62 points over Brady Cox. If that gap stands, it's going to be something weird going on here in the Street Stock Showdown. But nonetheless, warm-up session underway. Let's grab a word from our points champion for the second season in a row, Brandon Elvis. See if we can get him up in the broadcast booth here. Brandon Elvis up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Hey, bud.
Alrighty, for the second season in a row, you were the Street Stock Showdown champion. I was looking at the gap from last season, just curious, how many points did you win by? Coming into tonight, you're 62 ahead of Christopher Smith. Last season, you beat Brady Cox by 62 points. So I don't know what it is about that number 62, but you've got 62 points on the field, and you are the champion. So how do you feel heading into Lanier, knowing you can just race for fun here?
Yeah, man. I really hope for a good race. I know a couple of these guys have had it out for me, the past several weeks. It's been kind of bad blood, but hopefully we got all that behind us and we can all race together hard and clean and have a fun race. made a best man win. You know, I think everybody's kind of on the same page now, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, definitely good to get past a little bit of drama within the league, but nonetheless, points champion once again, Brandon. Who do you have to thank that got you to this point in the season and got you championship number 2?
Yeah, man, just thanks to everybody that tunes in and watches these. I know my dad does, my mom. Thanks for you putting us on, my wife. Coleman Design, keeping us fresh all year. Chestnut Hill Restaurant, always a big supporter of ours. Burials Performance and Fab, and I'm sure I'm missing a few. But Florence Winter Speedway's on the car. It's my teammates at Elvis Coleman Racing, man. The guys are fun to race with, and we look forward to hopefully running some open setup late model stocks next season.
Yes, sir. Next season definitely going to be a little bit of a change for Leave the Pack, but hopefully it's a fun one, and hopefully we can have a good season there. But nonetheless, congratulations to you on the championship, Brandon, and we wish you luck in tonight's 50-lap season finale.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, folks. It is time to head down trackside for tonight's starting lineup. The invert of 6 will put Jeremiah Woods Jr. on the pole. And Mark Keedeman and Carter Russo going to be heading to the rear. Race control giving them their end-of-line penalties right now. But we'll head trackside for tonight's starting grid. As we'll go to the start. Jeremiah Woods Jr. going to be on the pole in the triple 2 machine. To his outside, Mark Keedeman scheduled to start second. Carter Hollingsworth going to roll off third in the 28. Then it's Brandon Elvis to his outside. Chris Smith in the 80 machine going to roll off fifth. He's got 2 wins this season. Carter Russo in the 21 will start 6th. Brady Cox in the 76, bottom of row number 4 in the 7th spot. Then James Pileski in the 93 is up top in position number 8. Back behind him, it's Kyle Heinzelman in the 57. And Trey Ashworth up in the 10th spot in the 8 machine. And rounding out your field back behind, it's going to be Jesse Binkley, Logan Drumheller, and Zach Murphy in the 29. As they work their way around, they will get the 1 to go signal this time. Alrighty, as they work their way into turns 3 and 4. Pace car drops to the bottom side. Jeremiah Woods Jr. going to lead him through the restart zone. The green is up, the green is out. We are underway in the season finale for the Street Stock Showdown. Into turns 1 and 2. Jeremiah Woods Jr. leads the field through the first set of corners. Everybody still side by side. First lap in, it's going to be Jeremiah Woods Jr. at the line, but not by much. Brandon Elvis is right there in the 54. 4 cars all under a blanket for that top spot. The outside lane pulls ahead down the back straightaway. Brandon Elvis able to take a nose out front. At the line, lap number 2 going to be led by Brandon Elvis. As those 2 bang doors a little bit down into 1 and 2. That top side looking wood right now. Hollingsworth in the 28 machine underneath James Pileski. That's the battle for the 3rd spot back behind. Both of those drivers kind of caught behind your top 2. Nowhere to go right this second. Through the center of turns 3 and 4, you see your front 6 all right there in a pack. Down the back straightaway they go. Brandon Elvis can see peeking ahead for that race lead. 5 laps in this time, 45 to go. A quick one here at Lanier. Into turns 1 and 2 that time. It looks like Brandon Elvis is able to peek ahead in the 54. He'll take that top spot. Here comes James Pileski trying to follow suit in the 93. The high side hustle going into effect right now. The 93 up on the outside. Saw what Brandon Elvis was able to do. Wants to jump up top and try to take that 2nd spot. 2, 8 laps in now. Field single file back behind. James Pileski and Jeremiah Woods continue to battle for this 2nd spot. Looks like Pileski's going to get down in front and be clear for 2nd. So don't set the sights on your race leader. Brandon Elvis. Lesky with one career lead, the Pack iRacing League victory. That came back at the Langley Speedway Modified Division. So you see him start to pull away from that battle for third. Carter Hollingsworth now has jumped up to the top side. He's going to try to go around Jeremiah Woods Jr. A little bit further back, Kyle Heinzelman underneath Logan Drumheller. Look at Carter Russo from the back, trying to work his way forward, currently in the 8th spot. Even also trying to go forward. He's not had the same success quite yet. Behind that 57 of Drumheller. Sorry, the 57 of Heinzelman. Back up Smith, the next car to jump up to that outside lane, and it's been a tough run so far for Jeremiah Woods Jr. on that inside. Usually at Lanier, you expect the bottom lane to prevail, but early on, it's been the outside lane. Woods has not been able to get the run down low on the bottom. And oh, the caution flag flies. The 57 of Kyle Heinzelman around. Around goes the 57. That puts us under yellow for the first time here tonight. Let's take a look at what happened. This is going on turns 1 and 2. Him and Mark Kedeman were battling. There might have been a little bit of contact. It looked like the 57 was loose through the corner. We'll go on board with Kedeman for that one. Try and see if it'll tell a better story. On board with the 2 of Mark Kedeman. You see the 57 car a little bit loose, and around goes Heinzelman in the 57. Behind the pace car for the first time here tonight. The field going to get the 1 to go signal this time. As they work their way into turns 3 and 4. Brandon Elvis leads them back. He won the season finale last season. The opener for the Street Stock Showdown, and we double them up here into turns 1 and 2. Elvis going to take the inside lane, which was probably expected, especially with how good of a jump you can get down there. We'll see what he can do, though, as the pace car drops to the bottom side and into turns 3 and 4. The green is up, the green is out. We're back underway. Lesky had to get into the binders there, got a little bit too good of a jump through turns 3 and 4, and that's going to allow Brandon Elvis to be clear into turns 1 and 2. Back behind him, a little bit of contact. We're 3 wide. Through the center, Logan Drumheller, Brady Cox, and Zach Murphy banging doors. Cox going to get shuffled to the rear. As up front, battle for that second spot. Look at Carter Hollingsworth up on the outside lane. Jumps up and takes that second position away from James Pileski. Pileski back to third, fighting with Chris Smith, 2-time winner this season. Smith up top, trying to roll the outside lane up in front of him. Carter Hollingsworth starting to close some ground to Brandon Elvis. We'll see if he's able to do anything, as up front, only a car length between Elvis and Hollingsworth. We get back across the line, lap 22 up on the board. Pileski and Smith continue to battle for the third spot. Sideways right there through turns 1 and 2 is Pileski. You can see how close these two are, just side by side. They really can only stay there. Smith's having a hard time getting clear of this 93 machine. Is up front, we've got a battle brewing for that top spot. Carter Hollingsworth all over the back bumper of Brandon Elvis, trying to find a way to sneak underneath. Here comes Carter Hollingsworth taking a peek down low. Elvis going to shut the door into turns 1 and 2. Jesse Binkley crashed into turns 3 and 4. Big time contact. He's going to pull that machine hopefully down pit road. They'll try to get it down pit road. Hopefully we can stay under green. Kyle Heinzelman in the 57 as well was involved, but battle for the lead. Halfway in, halfway home. Carter Hollingsworth wants to go back to victory lane. Hollingsworth to the bottom, Elvis up top, trying to use the lane that he used early on to get the lead. Can he hold on? That time around, it was Carter Hollingsworth leading across the line. We've got 23 laps to go. And with these two side by side, look at the third place car, Chris Smith. He was able to get clear of James Pileski, and he's going to try to move back up to the top spot. There's contact for the lead. Your top two, door banging through 1 and 2. Up the track goes Elvis. And oh, Hollingsworth, they're hooked together into turn 3. Here comes Chris Smith. Smith to the bottom. The 3-car battle for the lead. Carter Hollingsworth leads by half a car down the back straightaway. Brandon Elvis trying to come back up on the top side. But Chris Smith is right there. He looks faster than both of your top two. 20 laps to go here in the Street Stock Showdown season, and we've got a barn burner here at Lanier. Carter Hollingsworth on the bottom, just trying to keep that car's momentum up, and there goes Brandon Elvis shooting by. He'll lead that lap. Chris Smith waiting in the wings, waiting for which driver is going to be able to come out on top of this battle. Hollingsworth still trying to fight back on the inside. Very close there at the line, but Elvis still leads by half a car with 18 to go. Back behind him, here comes Carter Russo to the inside of James Pileski. He's trying to move back forward, your fast qualifier. Him and Mark Keedeman decided to start from the rear and challenge themselves here. We've got 17 to go. It looks like Carter Hollingsworth going to have to give that spot back to Brandon Elvis, and he's going to have a mirror full of Chris Smith now. Down into 1 and 2. Hollingsworth moves up to the outside lane. Chris Smith in the 80 down low. Can Hollingsworth hang on now on the top? Those two side by side, Carter Russo and James Pileski side by side back behind. This time by, it'll be 14 laps to go for Brandon Elvis. 14 to go for the 54 of Elvis, trying to pick up his 4th win of the season. His first one came back at the New Smyrna Speedway the 2nd week of the season. And then he won at Langley in week number 4, and then at his home track at Myrtle Beach a couple weeks later. It's been a couple weeks, though, since we've seen that 54 machine. Looks like Carter Russo will move by James Pileski for the 4th spot. Here comes Jeremiah Woods Jr. looking to the bottom, 3 wide. So this time by, it'll be 11 laps to go. Carter Russo getting the nudge from James Pileski. He's back up to the top side now. We're 3 wide into turns 1 and 2. There's contact there. Down the back straightaway they go. Jeremiah Woods Jr. trying to make the pass. He's going to have to back out. Looks like James Pileski will go back to the 4th spot. These cars getting very slidey here as we have 10 laps to go. 10 to go for Brandon Elvis, trying to pick up win number 4. Through the center of the corner that time. Woods in the 222 into the back bumper of James Pileski, and he's going to try to fight to the bottom. 222 of Jeremiah Woods Jr. side by side with James Pileski for the 4th spot. Here comes Carter Russo back behind. Those two battle up off of turn 4. The 21 of Russo waiting in the wings. Your top 3 have broken away here with 8 to go. Jeremiah Woods Jr. tries to find an advantage to peek out ahead of James Pileski. No, there's contact, and up the track goes Woods. Hard into the outside wall goes Jeremiah Woods Jr. The green flag will stay out, but a ton of damage for the 222. And around goes Jeremiah Woods Jr. He'll have to reset that car with 6 to go. Tough break for the driver that was battling for the 4th position. His chances eliminated here as we come back to 5 laps to go. Now Brandon Elvis really is going to have to hang on to this one. His teammate Chris Smith back behind. The guy that's currently second in the point standings, he's going to try to get a run up off the corner. Here comes Chris Smith taking a peek inside. 4 laps to go. Battle for the lead. Chris Smith down low. Brandon Elvis up top. Down the back straightaway they go, and into turns 3 and 4, they are dead even up and out of the corner. At the line that time, it'll be Brandon Elvis. As we have 3 laps to go, 3 more times for the 80 of Chris Smith to find a way around this 54 machine. Elvis trying to hold the advantage up top. Popsicle sticks up in the air 2 more times around. 2 times around for Brandon Elvis, trying to hang on. What can Chris Smith do on the bottom of the 80? Get around lap traffic right there. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go. Final time around here at Lanier. Into turns 1 and 2, the 80 pulls alongside. They are just about even. The advantage goes to the 54 of Elvis into turns 3 and 4. Through the center, they're going to door bang. Contact at the line. It's going to be a photo finish, and it's going to be Brandon Elvis hanging on and winning here in the season finale. Brandon Elvis hangs on in a barn burner. Heck of a finish there at the line. Great racing between Chris Smith and Brandon Elvis, the ECR teammates. Coming home 1-2 in a spectacular finish there. It went all the way down to the wire. 1 caution flag back on lap 13. We were green from there, and it was a good one all the way to the end. Brandon Elvis, your Street Stock Showdown champion, doing that final victory lap here at Lanier. He'll get it turned around and circle the crowd. And we'll step down trackside to grab a word from our 3rd place finisher here tonight. In the 28 machine, started 3rd, ended up 3rd. Carter Hollingsworth, you got a copy up in the booth.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, well, 3rd place here tonight. You battled up inside the top 5 all night long. Looked like you might have had something for Brandon Elvis there, but that top lane was just so dominant here tonight. He was able to hold you off just for a little while, and then Chris Smith got to your back bumper, and you ended up in the 3rd spot. How do you feel after 50 laps at Lanier?
Man, I tell you, that was some of the best street stock racing. These boys out here, they raced really clean. It was a great race up front, and yeah, like you said, I was challenging for a little bit at the lead, but I don't know what happened. The top lane's just really good in street stocks here at Lanier, and I think my tires just went away, so I just gave up and brought it home 3rd with the clean race car.
Yeah, the tires in the street stocks can definitely be something that catches you out, and especially that right rear tire, and that's what looked a little bit overheated here this evening. But it's easy to do. It's still a good result for the 28 machine. 3rd place here tonight. Who do you have to thank for a podium in the season finale for the street stocks?
Yeah, I just got to thank all the boys at 47 Street Shop. They post really good setups each week, but unfortunately they're shutting down at the end of the season. So, but I always got to thank you for putting on this league racing and these boys out here that race every week.
Yeah, it's definitely been a lot of fun. It's crazy to think that we are now through 2 seasons of the Street Stock Showdown, and 2 seasons ago, right at the beginning, I was talking to you when you won the season opener at Kern. But 2 whole seasons later, 3rd place here tonight. Congratulations, Carter.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, now to talk to the bridesmaid here tonight, your 2nd place finisher up into the broadcast booth, Chris Smith. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
All righty, well, 2nd place here tonight. Oh, so close to the 54 of Brandon Elvis. It was, what, under a 1/10 of a second, 78 1/100ths of a second between you guys at the line. What was going to take there within those final laps? What else did you need with 5 to go?
I don't know, man. The bottom was so slick. I couldn't really get on the gas that quick. Plus, I can't wreck my boss man. He'll take the car from me. But good win to him. Overall, it was a good race.
Yeah, it was definitely a good race. Only had 1 yellow flag to slow things down there, and you guys went those final 35 laps or so green. Definitely had some heat in the tires, and like you said, it was a little bit slidey down on the bottom. But still a good run for the 80 machine here tonight. ECR goes 1-2 to finish out the season. Who do you have to thank for a podium in the season finale?
Yeah, thanks my wife letting me do this. Say hey to my dad. I know he's watching. Elvis Coleman Racing, Chastain Law Firm, Coastal Performance Shop, uh, Coleman Designs for all the paints, and thank you for putting on the series all year, man. It's been a blast.
Yes, sir. It has been quite a bit of fun. Appreciate you joining us here, Chris, and congratulations to you on second place here tonight and second place in the point standings. I think that's your career best in LTP, so congratulations, and thanks for talking to us.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, folks, that was your second place finisher here tonight. And now to talk to the man of the hour, the guy we talked to earlier on before the race, winner here tonight and champion, Brandon Elvis. You got a copy.
Hey, what's up?
Alrighty, well, a heck of a race there to finish out the season. Last season, we ended up at Lanier. A couple things were the same. I'm kind of scared about how many things are similar here tonight to last season, but Jeremiah Woods Jr. was on the pole. You guys battled for the lead, and you ended up winning. This time it was a little bit more exciting, had some pressure there from your teammate, but ultimately, how do you feel after 50 laps?
Yeah, man. Thinking back to that race, I remembered how well the top worked. I'm like, well, if anybody gets near me, they're going to have to go to the bottom because I feel like I can hold them off up here. It felt really good at the start of the race on the outside. Just a car, you needed a whole exit with that, so you wouldn't burn your right rear up, and kind of knew that would work. Carter, I mean, I was kind of riding, and then he got there, and he almost got cleared, and that would have been a mistake on my end, but was able to keep it on his right rear. Then I was like, all right, it's time to go. Got to pick it up a little bit, and got the lead back there. And Chris came on strong at the end. He definitely probably had the fastest car there, no doubt about it. But I just knew if I could just run the top and hit my marks, I think I would have been okay. And I knew Chris was going to race me clean no matter what. So shout out to him. He about got his third. He's won 2 this year, I think. About got his third win of the season, and but yeah, shout out to him. He may have let me have it. I don't know, but it was fun racing.
Yeah, it was definitely a good battle between you guys. You guys all three kept it clean, you, Carter, and Chris. It was exciting to watch you guys, and there was excitement back behind you guys too. So it was overall a really good race to close out the season. One more time, Brandon, who do you have to thank for a victory here in the Street Stock Showdown?
Yeah, my wife, she lets me do this, 3 or 4 nights a week. I think we're probably about to cut it back a little bit here soon, but especially after these seasons are over with. Mom and Dad, Mom's been battling cancer, and I know she watches me race, and it's always fun to see her text messages after I run good, telling me a good job and stuff, and that means a lot to me. Her and my dad. Yeah, Chestnut Hill Restaurant, Burials Performance, Coastal Performance, ECR, my teammates, Brian, Chris, Justin, my little brother Justin, when he races, I think he's got a little problem with his computer at the moment, but just thank those guys, Justin, for giving us awesome paint jobs again with Coleman Design. Everybody puts us on, you for giving us a place to race and a great fun league to run into, and just shout out Chris's dad, Mr. Dennis. He just sent me a message telling me congratulations, so that's really cool. Shout out him. Shout out everybody that makes this thing go around.
Yes, sir. It's been a lot of fun. 2 seasons in a row, you walk away with the champion, you walk away with 4 victories. A lot of things were similar between the 2 seasons, but nonetheless, congratulations again, Brandon, on a victory here tonight.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, folks. That was your winner here tonight, Brandon Elvis. And that's going to do it for Street Stock Showdown coverage here on the WD Broadcasting Network. A phenomenal season for these guys. One heck of a race to close it out. Definitely I'm going to go back and watch this one tomorrow. It was a fun one to watch up here. It's going to be even more fun when I don't have to call it at the same time. But nonetheless, thank you guys for tuning in to the WD Broadcasting Network. Hop on over to the Super Late Model stream if you got time later on. But I am your host, Winston Deal, going to sign it off. We'll see you guys later. Peace out.